French fighter aviation has a rich history that spans more than a century, from the fragile biplanes of World War I to some of the most advanced combat aircraft in the world today. In this video, we'll explore the complete evolution of French fighter aircraft, highlighting the innovations, designs, and technologies that shaped France's air power across generations. So let's begin. World War I. One of the earliest dedicated fighter aircraft of World War I. The Morane-Saulnier type, and featured a streamlined monoplane design. It was known for its speed and innovative gun synchronization system that allowed firing through the propeller arc. Although produced in limited numbers, it helped shape the future development of fighter aviation. The Nieuport-Delage, nicknamed the BB, was introduced to counter the German Fokker monoplanes. Its lightweight sesquiplane design provided excellent maneuverability and climb performance. The aircraft played a key role in ending the period known as the Fokker Scourge. The Nieuport-XVII was one of the most successful Allied fighters of World War I. It combined agility, speed, and firepower, making it popular among many famous aces. The aircraft served with several Allied nations and influenced fighter designs across Europe. The SPAD S.XIII was a robust and fast fighter designed for aggressive combat tactics. Unlike highly maneuverable rivals, it relied on superior speed and structural strength. It became the preferred aircraft of several leading French and Allied fighter pilots. The SPAD S.XIII was an improved version of the S.VII and became one of the most important Allied fighters of the war. Equipped with twin machine guns and a more powerful engine, it offered excellent performance. It remained in service after the war and earned a reputation as one of the finest fighters of its era. Next, interwar period. The Nieuport-Delage NID-29 was one of France's first successful fighter designs after World War I. It featured a streamlined biplane configuration and impressive speed for its time. The aircraft served both in France and with several export customers around the world. The Nieuport-Delage was developed as a modernized successor to earlier French fighters during the late 1920s. It incorporated improved aerodynamics and stronger construction. The aircraft became a standard fighter of the French Air Force before newer monoplanes emerged. The Dewoitine D-500 marked a major technological leap as one of the world's first all-metal monoplane fighters. It featured an enclosed cockpit and cantilever wing design that was highly advanced for the early 1930s. The aircraft helped establish France as a leader in modern fighter development. The Dewoitine D-501 was an upgraded version of the D-500 with improved armament. Its most distinctive feature was a 20mm cannon mounted through the propeller hub. This configuration influenced many later fighter aircraft designs. The Dewoitine D-510 represented the final and most refined version of the D-500 series. It introduced a more powerful engine and better overall performance. The aircraft served both in France and with several foreign air forces before World War II. The Loire 46 was a sleek parasol-wing fighter developed during the mid-1930s. It offered excellent speed and handling characteristics for its class. Although relatively modern, it was quickly surpassed by newer low-wing monoplane fighters. The Morane-Saulnier MS-406 became France's most numerous fighter at the outbreak of World War II. It featured a modern monoplane layout with retractable landing gear and an enclosed cockpit. While effective in some situations, it struggled against the latest German fighters. The Bloch MB-151 was developed to strengthen French fighter forces during the late 1930s. It had a rugged design and heavy armament for its time. However, engine and performance limitations reduced its overall combat effectiveness. The Bloch MB-152 was an improved version of the MB-151 with a more powerful engine and enhanced capabilities. It became one of the principal French fighters during the Battle of France. Despite its strengths, it was generally outclassed by the German Bf-109. The Dewoitine D-520 was widely regarded as France's best fighter of 1940. It combined excellent speed, maneuverability, and firepower, allowing it to compete effectively with contemporary enemy aircraft. The fighter remained in service with several operators long after the fall of France. Next, World War II. The Arsenal VG-33 was a lightweight fighter built primarily from wood to simplify production. It offered outstanding speed and agility, making it one of the most promising French fighters of the war. Unfortunately, Only a small number were completed before France's defeat in 1940. The Bloch MB-155 was an improved development of the MB-152 designed to enhance range and performance. It featured aerodynamic refinements and increased fuel capacity. Production began shortly before the German occupation interrupted further development. The Bloch MB was one of the most advanced French piston engine fighter prototypes of World War II. Equipped with a powerful engine, it demonstrated exceptional speed and climb performance during testing. Many historians consider it a fighter that could have rivaled the best aircraft of its generation. The Dewoitine D-551 was designed as a high-performance successor to the successful D.520. It featured a lighter airframe, improved aerodynamics, and significantly better speed. Although prototypes were nearly completed, the German invasion prevented the aircraft from entering service. Next, first-generation jet fighters. The Dassault Ouragan was the first French-designed jet fighter to enter mass production after World War II. It provided France with an independent, modern combat aircraft capability during the early Cold War. The aircraft served successfully with several air forces and helped rebuild the French aviation industry. The Dassault Mystère I was developed as an evolution of the Ouragan with improved aerodynamics and higher performance. It introduced swept-wing technology, reflecting lessons learned from early jet combat. Although produced in limited numbers, it laid the foundation for future French supersonic fighters. The Dassault Mystère II became the first French aircraft to break the sound barrier in level flight. Its advanced swept-wing design significantly improved speed and maneuverability. The fighter represented an important milestone in France's transition to high-performance jet aviation. The Dassault Mystère IV was one of the most successful French fighters of the 1950s. It combined reliability, strong performance, and modern avionics for its era. The aircraft served with both French and foreign air forces and remained operational for many years. The Sud-Ouest Vautour was an all-weather interceptor designed to defend French airspace during the Cold War. Equipped with radar and powerful engines, it could operate day or night in adverse weather conditions. The aircraft became an important component of France's air defense network. Next, second-generation fighters. The Dassault Super Mystère B-2 was the first Western European fighter capable of sustained supersonic flight in level flight. It combined advanced aerodynamics with a powerful engine to achieve impressive performance. The aircraft marked France's entry into the supersonic fighter era. The Dassault Mirage III became one of the most successful fighter aircraft ever produced in Europe. Its distinctive delta-wing design delivered exceptional speed, climb rate, and high-altitude performance. Exported worldwide, it earned a legendary reputation in numerous conflicts. The Dassault Mirage V was developed as a simplified and optimized ground attack version of the Mirage III. It sacrificed some interceptor capabilities in favor of greater payload and operational flexibility. The aircraft achieved major export success and served with many nations across several decades. Next, third-generation fighters. The Dassault Mirage F.I departed from the traditional delta-wing configuration used by earlier Mirage fighters. Its swept-wing design provided better low-altitude handling and maneuverability. The aircraft became a versatile multirole fighter and was widely exported around the world. The Dassault Mirage G was an experimental fighter featuring variable sweep wings. This innovative design allowed the aircraft to optimize performance for both high-speed flight and efficient cruising. Although it never entered production, it contributed valuable research for future aircraft programs. Next, fourth-generation fighters. The Dassault Mirage 2000 became the backbone of the French Air Force for several decades. Its advanced fly-by-wire controls, powerful radar, and high-performance delta wing made it one of the most capable fighters of its generation. The aircraft proved highly successful in both domestic service and export markets. The Dassault Mirage 4000 was developed as a larger and more powerful counterpart to the Mirage 2000. Featuring twin engines and exceptional performance, it was designed to compete with the world's leading air superiority fighters. Despite impressive capabilities, it remained a prototype due to limited demand. Next, Generation 4.5 fighters. The Dassault Rafale A was a technology demonstrator created to validate the design concepts behind the Rafale program. It tested advanced aerodynamics, flight controls, and multirole capabilities. The aircraft successfully paved the way for France's next-generation combat fighter. The Dassault Rafale C is the single-seat land-based version of the Rafale family. Designed as a true multi-role fighter, it can perform air superiority, strike, reconnaissance, and nuclear deterrence missions. It is considered one of the most capable combat aircraft currently in service. The Dassault Rafale M is the carrier-based variant operated by the French Navy. Strengthened for catapult launches and carrier landings, it can operate effectively from aircraft carriers. The fighter provides France with a powerful naval aviation capability. The Dassault Rafale B is the two-seat version of the Rafale designed for both training and combat missions. Despite the additional crew member, it retains the full combat capability of the single-seat variant. It is widely used for complex strike and operational missions. The Dassault Rafale F4 standard introduces enhanced connectivity, sensor fusion, and improved electronic warfare capabilities. It is designed to operate more effectively within modern network-centric battle environments. The upgrade significantly increases the aircraft's combat effectiveness and survivability. The Dassault Rafale F5 represents the next major evolution of the Rafale platform. It is expected to feature advanced artificial intelligence support, improved weapons integration, and enhanced cooperation with unmanned systems. The standard will ensure the Rafale remains competitive well into the future. Next, future French fighters. The Dassault nEUROn is a stealth unmanned combat air vehicle technology demonstrator led by France. It was developed to explore low observable technologies, autonomous operations, and future strike capabilities. The program serves as an important stepping stone toward next-generation combat systems. The Future Combat Air System is a multinational European program aimed at creating a sixth-generation air combat ecosystem. It will combine manned fighters, drones, advanced sensors, and networked battlefield technologies. The project is expected to define the future of European air power beyond 2040. New Generation Fighter. The New Generation Fighter is the central manned aircraft component of the FCS program. Designed with stealth, advanced sensor fusion, and manned-unmanned teaming capabilities, it will succeed current fourth and fifth generation fighters. The aircraft is expected to become one of the most advanced combat platforms ever developed in Europe. From the legendary SPADs and Mirages to the cutting-edge Rafale and future sixth-generation fighters, French aviation has consistently pushed the boundaries of aerospace engineering. If you enjoyed this journey through the history of French fighter aircraft, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share which French fighter is your favorite in the comments below.